I don't think anybody would argue with that. And then, of course, I have another idea, another plan. Because there are so many greedy cranks who are abusing the system, who have money of their own, you must make them co-pay at every visit. Every visit should cost $25 at the very least. Because that would cut down on the cranks who are going from doctor to doctor for the attention and the fun of it. Remember, what if you're retired and you have nothing to do? You have no family that talks to you because they're sick and tired of your complaints. You have no friends. You have nobody in your life except your doctors. So you have a suitcase with folders, neurologist, optometrist, ophthalmologist, cardiologist, neurologist, psychiatrist, all for free. And you go 4 or 5 times, 6 times a week, maybe more, and there's no co-payment. Now, you may not have much money, but think of the fun you're getting. You get to sit in the office, you got your legs crossed, the doctor comes in and you show her how smart you are. You pull out your file, and you start lecturing her on your condition, and she has to listen to your abuse. And the doctor tells you there's nothing wrong with you, you threaten to sue her. So she orders another test, and you go home feeling that you made money that day. You got something for nothing. You robbed the American system of a big procedure. So although you don't have the money in your pocket, you have a satisfaction that you stole a $500, $1,000 or something out of the system. You don't understand the mind of petty criminals, do you? There's actually a negative to some of them. That although they don't make any money from it, they feel as though they worked by the free treatment that they got. Charge them $25 a visit, and they might stop coming. So what's wrong with co-payment? So you say, I don't have any ideas. I'm just disruptive or comedic in the political arena. You're all wrong. Remember who the hell you're talking to here. Just remember who the hell you're talking to here, you left-wing Democrat phonies, you. I know more about this than you might imagine. You want to clean up the medical system, rein in your filthy lawyer friends, and rein in the false patients, and throw the damn illegal aliens out of the medical system. Get them the hell out of our hospitals. Get them the hell out of our doctor's offices. They've bankrupted the medical system. And the reason you let them do it is because you knew the day would come that if they could screw things up enough, your dear friends, your illegal alien friends, then you could declare that the system is broken and you'll fix it. You broke it by letting them come in here. You broke it by encouraging these freeloading lice to take advantage of our system. You broke it. So don't think we're that stupid. And if you think I have no solutions, I've just given you 2. Let's get down to brass tacks. You want to fix the medical system? Cap medical liability at $250,000. Let them all move to France if they want to sue, because I think there's no liability there at all. I don't think they can sue in France. Or if they do, the tort cases in Europe are much different than here. Lawyers don't have the freedom that they have here to rape businesses and rape individuals in Europe, like the vermin can do here. The vermin who otherwise wouldn't have made a dime in real life because they're so negative. These ambulance chasers. But anyway, so as I say to you, rein in the lawyers with a $250,000 cap on medical liability, number 1. And number 2, throw the illegal aliens out of there. Have no citizenship? I'm sorry, amigo. Take a bus south and get treatment in Calixico or Guadalajara. You have wonderful medical care down there. It's so wonderful. That's why you came here. Take a bus ticket home. We can't afford it anymore. Now, I'm not a heartless man. We're not talking about a guy in a car wreck or a child who fell out of a window. Of course you have to treat them. I am talking about the people who are coming here across the border who are not citizens for bypass surgery, for stents, for brain surgery, to give birth to babies that become instant citizens. Put the National Guard on the border. Take the troops out of Okinawa. Take the Marines out of Okinawa. We have 30,000 Marines in Okinawa. The war ended in 1945. Why do we have 30,000 Marines sitting in Okinawa? Why do we have a military base in Germany? The Russians are not invading Western Europe. Where we need them is on the border with Mexico. That's where we need the troops. We don't need them in Okinawa and in Germany, do we? You talk about a country that's upside down, run by dunces. This is a country upside down, run by dunces. Take the Marines out of Okinawa, put them on the border with Mexico. Close down a military base at, I believe it was Ramstein, isn't it? I don't know where it is. Take them out of Germany and put them on the border with Canada. You want to secure Fortress America? That's where you begin. You want a fixed medical system? I'll give you another rule. I'll give you another idea. Rein in the lawyers, $250,000 cap, number 1. Number 2, co-payments, $25 per visit minimum. I don't care if you're homeless and you don't have a dime. Then you owe it to the country. Then you run a bill. Okay, so the first money you get, whether it's from the lottery or from your grandmother, you pay the country back after you got the lottery win. That's number 2. Number 3, no ticky, no laundry. You're not a citizen, you get no medical care in this country except in an extreme case of an accident or so forth and so on. No primary care for the bambino. No, N-O. No ticky, no laundry. We can't afford it anymore. So those are 3 things. Would you like a few more? Because I'm doing this for you at $1 a year. I'm providing you these services for $1 a year. You want another czar in this country? Obama has about 70 of them now. People report only to him. How about making me the czar of medical reform? I'll do it for $1 a year, Dr. Obama. I've already given you 2 more positive ideas that all of the dunces with senatorial degrees can offer. Has one of these schmucks called senator said first rein in the lawyers, cut off medical care to illegal aliens, make people pay $25 a visit? Not one of these stooges in the entire government has said that. I did it for you for free. I'll be your czar of medicine for $1 a year. I'm Dr. Michael Savage. I'll be right back.
Eloquent in their own way.
Armstrong and Getty. Weekday morning 6 to 10. Talk 910 KNEW.
I think that there are some of my Republican friends on Capitol Hill who are sincerely trying to figure out if they can find a health care bill that works. Chuck Grassley of Iowa, Mike Enzi of Wyoming, Olympia Snow from Maine. They are diligently working to see if they can come up with a plan that could get both Republican and Democratic support.
Oh, yeah. Well, Elizabeth Snow is a real Republican. You talk about the word rhino. So they're all hiding right now. They've given up the town hall meetings. Representative Dingbat comes out and says town hall protesters are equal to the Ku Klux Klan. He doesn't realize that he now has become the Ku Klux Klan. He has a white sheet on his soul. Go to michaelsavage.com and see the first expose of Iran's 7 hellhole prisons where political detainees are beaten, raped, and broken in spirit. That's what's going on in Iran. Now you say, what does that have to do with this? Well, Obama says he's going to talk to Iranian officials, Ahmadinejad, that they're not our enemy. Really? That's interesting. So in other words, while Hitler was running death camps, he was a legitimate leader of Germany? I see. Well, okay. Anti-Obama trinkets explode in sales. His poll numbers are in the toilet, going down and down and down and down and down. Why? I'll let you figure out why. So don't think this is all about negativity. Don't think that this is all about negativity. I've given you 2 positive methods, or ideas rather, for reining in costs of medical care, for providing more medical care at a lower price for more Americans without wrecking the whole system. First, limit medical liability to $250,000 per case. No matter what, it'll average itself out. That's number 1. Number 2, co-payment, $25, no matter how poor the person is, every treatment. If they don't have the money, run a deficit on them like a debit card, so that when they do get the money, instead of putting it up their nose or drinking it away, they have to pay the government back. Illegal aliens barred from all hospitals in the United States of America and all clinics. All of them. Put them out of business. Send them back where they came from for their medical care if they don't like it here. Why? We're broke. Can't afford it. So in other words, you do just those 3 things, and you cut 25% of the fat out of the system. Common sense, isn't it? That's why you haven't heard it from a Congressman Dingbat, who calls protesters Ku Klux Klan members, going on friendly little shows on television. So there it is. 1-800-449-8255. Michael Douglas's son's girlfriend smuggled heroin to him. You hear this? Michael Douglas's son allegedly was arrested with, a pound or something of crank. He's under house arrest in a Central Park West apartment owned by his father. You hear? Now, what if a black kid got arrested with the same amount of drugs, or a Puerto Rican kid from New York? Tell me if he'd be allowed to stay in a Central Park West pad owned by a rich man. He'd be in the tombs, long forgotten. on top of living in his father's apartment under house arrest, Michael Douglas's son, his girlfriend tries to smuggle heroin to him, allegedly, in an electric toothbrush today. And the prison guards who were assigned to the penthouse, wherever they're living, were suspicious of the toothbrush and looked inside, and there were glassine bags with heroin. You hear this? You know, you look at Michael Douglas, the father, Kirk Douglas, they deserve better than this kid. And a heroin addict is somebody who is sad. It's not somebody to hate. But on the other hand, to give him special treatment like this is a disgrace. It creates dissension in America because the poor don't get this kind of treatment. We saw it with Madoff, with the penthouse. Now we're seeing with Michael Douglas's son. Here's a guy who allegedly is found with a really big amount of drugs. Not for personal use, allegedly. A lot of amount, really heavy-duty white stuff. And the guy is under house arrest in his father's luxury penthouse on Central Park West.